What is up, YouTube? Radies here with another interview, and today I have my good friend Ahilan, who does something very interesting. This guy's making about 80K a year, but he's doing it by publishing books on Amazon that he doesn't even write. To me, as a real estate guy, this just fascinates me. It's super interesting, very unique. Never heard of it before. Ahilan's gonna break it down. So Ahilan, welcome to the channel. How's it going?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yep.
Yes, I got into Amazon self-publishing almost 3 years ago, 2 years ago, so almost three. It's such a great opportunity, especially if you're someone who's looking to create that passive income and create multiple streams of income, right? The world's changed in such a way where you now have e-books, paper, audiobooks, and of course paperback books. So
Yeah, and I mean that he just perfectly said it. So I guess you started 3 years ago. How did you kind of learn about publishing? Because to me, I haven't heard it till I bumped into you. I knew you could buy books on Amazon, but I didn't know there are people out here, getting paid for books that they didn't even write. It's insane to me.
Yeah. Initially, I started looking how to make money online through Google, and publishing was one of those options. And the allure to passive income is what attracted me to it, and it attracts a lot of people. Most people get into publishing because of the passive income. So I took a couple courses here and there, and connected with other publishing colleagues, and eventually I was able to, figure out my niche, figure out how the process works, and how to make money online.
Okay, and for you it was through Amazon publishing.
Yeah.
So do you want to maybe break it down to my audience, what exactly it is that you do? What exactly is Amazon publishing? How are you selling books that you don't even write? It kind of sounds in a way drop shipping, but it's for the books. I don't know. Do you want to explain it?
Yeah. So Amazon self-publishing provides authors, which can be anybody, an opportunity to bring their manuscript or bring their ideas to light.
Right.
Years ago, 20, 30 years ago, this was not viable. This was not possible, right? You had to be accepted by a publisher house, and if they didn't like your manuscript, it was the end of the road.
Right.
But now, you have the ability to publish for free. It's free. There's no charges or anything like that. You can upload a manuscript, and you can get it in paperback just by converting it to a PDF. You can get it into an audiobook, but you do have to pay for narration if you're going to hire a narrator, or you can narrate it yourself.
Yeah.
Right? And the beauty with Amazon is that it does the heavy lifting for you. So logistics, customer service, shipping and handling, all that stuff, printing is done for you, right? So all you do is upload your manuscript, and they take care of the rest.
Right. So do you want to maybe talk about how you're pretty much hiring people to do all the creative work for you, and maybe talk about how that process goes?
Yeah, no problem. So I do use freelancing websites such as Upwork. I hire ghostwriters to write books for me. I acquire the rights, and then I license the rights to Amazon, which is worldwide distribution rights, and then they take care of the rest.
Wow. Okay, so pretty much in a nutshell, what you're doing is you're hiring people to pretty much make a book. You're putting that book onto Amazon for free, and you're getting paid. So maybe tell us about profit margins, right? How can someone start into this? Do they need to, obviously need to hire people? What are some upfront costs? How does it all work?
I would say starting, you probably need around, let's say, $1,000 to $2,000 starting out.
Okay.
For a book, for marketing costs, and as well as book covers, and those types of things.
Right. So I guess the question everyone wants to know, how much money can I make with one book? Realistically, in a year, how much money do you think people can make? 'Cause I think that's what people really want to know, right?
Honestly, that's a question I get a lot, and it just depends on your execution, right? It really depends on your content, your product, and your audience. There's just too many variables for me to give you a concrete answer.
Right.
But I can speak from my personal experience.
Yeah.
I have a single book that's done, one book alone that's done 5,000, 6,000 US, right? That's
Right.
one book. I have over 50 books in my portfolio.
Wow. Okay.
So, right? So some books take off, some books don't.
Right.
And that comes down to your market research and how well you execute.
Okay, so Ahilan, obviously, a lot of people watching this, they're not authors. I'm not an author, but I have released an ebook, and quick hint, I will be releasing another one that will be coming out soon, probably on Amazon as well with some help with Ahilan. But regardless, stay tuned. But regardless, people aren't authors, right? What type of books are people writing? How do you really go about this?
That's a good question. So there's primarily two genres. There's fiction and nonfiction. I'm personally in nonfiction because with nonfiction, people don't read for entertainment. they read because they have a problem. Like that's the kind of niches that I go for. Right. So if they have a problem, they're gonna buy a book.
Right. So it's more education based.
Education based, knowledge based, problem solving based.
Right. Okay. So in like maybe if you want to see some examples of some types of exact niches, like are you doing like like what exactly are they?
I have a diversified portfolio of niches that I'm in. So I can give you like weight loss, for example. Right.
Okay.
Somebody wants to lose weight, they're gonna go onto the Amazon website, type in weight loss, and hit search. And if I appear on the first listing, they're probably gonna buy my book, right? I should also mention that Amazon, you know how I said it does most of the heavy lifting for you. You gotta also consider that their customer base, they hold the customer base, right? So they have millions upon millions of credit cards on file. So that's warm traffic already pre-existing on Amazon. Obviously, if you can drive external traffic too, that's great, but you don't even need to, right? To make a full-time living. That's crazy. There's not a lot of businesses that can provide you this kind of opportunity.
Yeah, because like the reason Amazon's like the best company or the biggest company in the world is because literally they made it so easy for you to buy something. Like whenever I'm on Amazon, like it's just so easy for me to just click checkout and have something come to my house, right? It's because it's already there, the credit card information. And like you said, you don't really need your own traffic. Like for example, as I said, I'm releasing an ebook. Most of my traffic is going to come from my social media, but it sounds like you don't even need to have like a social media presence or anything. You can just drive organic traffic with like the Amazon algorithm, right?
That's correct. That's correct. Because like you said, the traffic's already there, right? So there's people actively searching for said products or services, right?
Right. So you just have to find something that's in demand and then offer supply.
Correct. You just got to figure out what's selling and then provide it.
Wow. Okay. So Ahilan, do you want to maybe talk about who is the right person to do this? Who should be doing this? Because I know there's like people should do real estate, but like realistically, not everyone can get into real estate. People should do this and that, but it's not for everybody. For this, who can really do this? Who's my target audience that can get into this?
That's a good point you brought up. That's right. Especially here in Toronto, not everybody can do real estate, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got single family houses going for $1 million. That's just insane.
Yeah.
But here's the cool thing. You don't have the money to invest in real estate, you can start off with publishing books. And the way I consider my books is I consider them digital assets, right? These assets provide me, I don't have any emotional attachment to them, just like how you shouldn't have an emotional attachment to an investment property.
Or any investment.
Right? It's just numbers. So these digital assets provide me a recurring monthly cash flow month after month, like clockwork. So I think everybody and anybody under the sun should have their own publishing portfolio of books and create that passive income so that they can ultimately obtain their goal of financial freedom or a supplementary income.
Yeah, and guys, I know I previously said he's making like $80K a year. Ahilan, do you maybe want to tell us how many hours you're putting in a week? Because this guy's blew my mind. The amount of time spent versus the amount of money earned blew my mind.
Well, before I answer that question, I want to say the upfront work needs to be, the foundation needs to be built, right?
Yeah,
so initially starting out, it was like I would work, around the clock, like over 10 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
Some books now I did write myself to save costs.
Cool.
Right? Some I did 50-50, like half the ghostwriter would write, I would write. But yeah, but once you get things set and you have a system in place, you're looking at like in a week probably 5 to 10 hours, right?
In a week.
It's a passive income business model, right? Once you got your book up, Amazon takes care of everything for you, right?
Yeah, I guess that pretty much sums a lot of stuff up. Pretty much the basics. Ahilan, if people have any questions or want to reach out or even want to learn more about this, what's the best way? How do they go about it?
You can check out my course in the description. Radies will link it
Link
down.
in description, yep.
And yeah.
Yep. Is there maybe like a social media or anything that they can contact you at?
Check out my YouTube channel, the Self-Made Entrepreneurship channel.
Link in bio.
And in that, on my channel, I cover topics on investing, publishing, online business, e-commerce, you name it. And yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, Ahilan, it's been great. Hopefully, I know there's a lot of value in here, and people are gonna now want to do, Amazon, whatever. Regardless, guys, make sure you follow Ahilan. Make sure you follow my Instagram. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Take care and bye bye.